MH17 crash, investigators to charge 4 with murder over downing of plane.
This post received a score of 4,153, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
The Dutch public prosecutor will be submitting 4 international arrest warrant for 3 Russian nationals and 1 Ukrainian. Prosecutor General Joeri Lotsenko of the Ukrainian Public Prosecutor's Office has responded saying they will do everything to arrest Leonid Chartjenko, one of the 4 suspects. Source: Dutch. Further information. 1. Here are the videos released 2 years ago depicting the reconstruction which the Dutch public prosecutor made of the events in Ukraine. The weapon. 2 of the Dutch public prosecutor keeping track of all legal documents submitted by the joint investigation team.
Excellent that the Netherlands is going through the formal steps. I really disliked the "and nothing will happen" comments in the thread. Things are happening, sanctions are there, and the Dutch and EU won't forget this for any future dealings with the Russians. Also, the surviving family and friends expect and need these follow-throughs. No, of course Russia won't ever accept responsibility, but the goal is not for that to happen. It is to properly research and prosecute the guilty. And to not be cooperative with Russia anytime soon.
It also means these fucks can't travel to Europe. They pretty much can't travel anywhere, right? I don't know exactly what treaties this triggers, for example Interpol red notices, and how strictly that is enforced, for example in C. I can also imagine a scenario where the Russians will travel under diplomatic immunity. However, this puts them probably high on the "really don't let them enter" list of the EU.
They said in the announcement that the top brass is directly implicated. Russia will likely have sanctions and no more optics for their tanks etc. Every bit of the Russian invasions of Ukraine presents a dilemma eroding away Putin's authority, and he has already raised the ire of its citizens. He hasn't got anywhere to go but down.
People have been saying that since the war with Georgia 10+ years ago.
And Russia will ignore this as hard as they can, peddling that they have another version of the truth no matter how much evidence comes to light.
The suspects can only hope that. But they always will have to fear that a future Kremlin regime will dump them.
Also limits future international travel to any country that might arrest and extradite them. Which limits their value as assets.
Yup, I imagine they'll all likely die of suicides and heart attacks over the next 2 years.
They were probably all killed the day after the plane went down.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.